If you're worried about money right now, if there's a bill stealing your peace, or if you feel like you're constantly trying to catch up, but it's never enough, then stop everything for a moment. Because this prayer may mark the beginning of a financial breakthrough in your life. When we trust God and place our needs in His hands, we gain access to a peace that money cannot buy and a provision that the world cannot explain. The truth is, many times we try to figure everything out on our own. We calculate, we worry, we try to control every detail. But there is a limit to what we can accomplish by ourselves. And it is precisely at that limit that God begins to move. When you choose to trust Him, something starts changing inside you before it changes around you. Fear begins to lose its grip. Anxiety starts to fade. And little by little, faith begins to grow. Trusting God does not mean ignoring reality. It means choosing to believe that something greater is happening, even when you cannot see it yet. And today, you are taking that step of faith. Now, don't just be here by chance. Be fully present in this moment. Don't listen to this prayer as just another piece of content. Receive it as a moment with God. If you can, close your eyes for a few seconds, take a deep breath, and quiet your mind. Set aside the distractions, the worries, and everything happening around you. This is your moment with Him. And together, in faith, let's begin this prayer. Heavenly Father, You know every concern that is in my heart right now. I don't need to hide anything from You because You see what no one else can see. You know the battles I face in silence, the thoughts that follow me throughout the day, and the worries that steal my rest at night. You know about the bills that are due. You know about the responsibilities that seem greater than the resources I currently have. You know the weight I carry as I try to provide for my family, fulfill my obligations, and keep moving forward even when I feel exhausted. Lord, there are times when it feels like no matter how hard I try, it is never enough. I work, I plan, I do everything I can, yet new challenges, new expenses, and new concerns continue to appear. Sometimes fear tries to settle into my heart and convince me that nothing will ever change. But today I refuse to listen to that voice of defeat. Today I choose to bring before You everything that concerns me. I no longer want to carry alone a burden that was never mine to carry. I surrender every anxiety, every insecurity, and every fear about the future, knowing that You are greater than any financial difficulty I may be facing. Father, in this moment I choose to place my faith not in my circumstances, but in Your word. Circumstances change. Numbers change. Challenges come and go. But what You have promised remains forever. Your word declares that You will supply all our needs according to Your riches in glory. Not some of our needs. Not only the small ones. All of them. So today I hold firmly to that promise. Even though I may not see the answer yet, I choose to believe that it is already being prepared. Even when the path ahead seems difficult, I choose to trust that You are working on my behalf. Lord, throughout my life, I have seen Your faithfulness time and time again. There were moments when I didn't know how to move forward, yet You opened doors. There were situations when everything seemed impossible, yet You made a way where there seemed to be no way. Because of that, my confidence is not in my resources, nor in my abilities. My confidence is in You. Today, I reject fear and embrace faith. I reject doubt and embrace hope. I reject anxiety and embrace trust. Because I know that the God who has carried me this far will continue to take care of me in the days ahead. Father, in this moment, I place my finances completely into Your hands. I surrender my debts. I surrender my bills. I surrender my worries. I surrender every thought that has been stealing my peace. I surrender the fear of not having enough. I surrender the fear that something might go wrong. I surrender the constant worry about tomorrow. Lord, for so long I have tried to figure everything out on my own. I have tried to carry burdens that were too heavy for me. I have searched for answers to problems that seemed impossible to solve. But today, I choose to let go of that burden. Today, I choose to trust. I surrender what I cannot control. I surrender what is beyond my ability. I surrender the situations that cause me anxiety and the areas of my financial life that seem stuck. And as I surrender my worries, I receive your peace. I receive the peace that calms the heart. I receive the peace that silences fear. I receive the peace that allows me to rest even when I don't have all the answers. May your presence replace every worry. May your confidence replace my insecurity. May your peace rule over my mind and heart. Today, I lay every burden at your feet and choose to walk by faith. Lord, I don't want to merely survive. I don't want to spend my entire life simply trying to make it to the next month. I don't want to live trapped in constant worry, counting every dollar and carrying fear about the future. I desire to live in the abundance that comes from your hands. I want more than enough to meet my needs. I want to pay my bills with peace of mind. I want to fulfill my responsibilities without anxiety. I want to provide for my family with security and generosity. But I am also asking for something greater. I ask for opportunities that I cannot yet see. I ask for doors to open that I never imagined could open. I ask for creative ideas, wise strategies, and pathways that lead to financial growth. Lord, expand my vision. Show me possibilities that are hidden from my eyes today. Place the right people in my path. Connect me with opportunities that align with the purpose you have for my life. May I never be limited by fear or scarcity. Give me the resources to help others. Allow me to be a blessing to my family, my friends, and those in need. Take me beyond survival. Lead me into a life of provision, growth, stability, and abundance. Father, I ask you to reveal your power in an extraordinary way over my financial life. I ask for supernatural provision. The kind that goes beyond human logic. The kind that arrives when no one expects it. The kind that clearly shows your hand at work. Lord, you specialize in doing the impossible. You open doors that no one can shut. You create pathways where there seems to be no way. You turn impossible situations into testimonies of victory. Therefore, Lord, I ask you, surprise me. Surprise me with unexpected opportunities. Surprise me with answers I never imagined I would receive. Surprise me with solutions that are beyond my understanding. May resources come from places I never considered. May opportunities appear at exactly the right time. May the areas that seemed stuck begin to move forward. Father, I know that you are still working miracles. I know that nothing is impossible for you. I know that you are able to do immeasurably more than all I could ask or imagine. So I choose to wait in faith. Not because I can already see the answer before me, but because I know the God who is preparing that answer. And I trust that great things are on the way. Father, from this moment forward, I choose to align my identity with what you say about me. I am not defined by my struggles. I am not defined by my debts. I am not defined by my limitations. I am defined by your love, your grace, and your promises. Therefore, I reject every mindset of scarcity that has tried to take root in my life. I reject the belief that there will never be enough. I reject every voice that tells me I am destined for lack or failure. I am blessed. I am sustained by God. I am cared for by God. I am provided for by God. You are my source, Lord, and my trust is in you. Today I choose to think with hope. I choose to look at my future through the eyes of faith. I choose to believe that better days are ahead and that your provision will be seen in every area of my life. Scarcity does not define who I am. Fear does not define who I am. My circumstances do not define who I am. You define who I am. And because I belong to you, I walk forward with confidence, knowing that my story will not be marked by lack, but by the faithfulness of God. My life will become a testimony of provision, growth, abundance, and grace. Father, I ask you not only for provision today, but for the wisdom to build a strong and blessed future. Teach me to manage wisely everything you place in my hands. Give me discernment to make sound financial decisions, discipline to act responsibly, and vision to recognize opportunities that can create lasting growth. Show me how to multiply the resources I receive. Guide me in every decision, every investment, and every step I take toward prosperity. Lord, I do not want to achieve stability only for myself. I want to build something that lasts. I want to leave a legacy of blessing, wisdom, and godly principles for those who come after me. May your provision reach my children, my grandchildren, and future generations of my family. May I be remembered as someone who trusted God, stewarded his blessings faithfully, and turned those blessings into opportunities to bless many others. And now, Father, in this moment of faith, I open my heart to receive what you are releasing over my life. I receive your provision. I receive opportunities that I cannot yet see. I receive strategies, ideas, and direction that can transform my circumstances. I receive open doors where there were once obstacles. I receive favor with the right people. I receive growth, progress, and multiplication. I receive courage to act when opportunities arise. I receive wisdom to recognize the answers you send. I receive peace as I wait for the fulfillment of your promises. Father, by faith, I receive everything you have prepared for me. Even without seeing the full picture, I believe. Even without understanding every step, I trust. And I declare that a new season is beginning. A season of provision. A season of growth. A season of testimony. A season of abundance for the glory of your name. Now my heart is at rest. I no longer need to carry alone what I have already placed in your hands. I do not have to live controlled by fear, anxiety, or constant worry. I know that the God who cares for the birds of the air and clothes the lilies of the field also cares for me. Even if some answers have not arrived yet, I choose to rest. Even if not everything around me has changed, something has already changed within me. My faith is stronger. My hope has been renewed. My confidence has been restored. I know that you are working in places my eyes cannot yet see. Therefore, I rest in your faithfulness. I rest in your promises. I rest in your love. And I move forward with the confidence that every step of my journey is being guided by your mighty hands. Today, I declare with faith and conviction, I am not ruled by fear. I am not defined by scarcity. I am not limited by the circumstances I see right now. God is my source. God is my hope. My future is in God's hands. I am blessed. I am sustained. I am cared for by the Lord. I am walking toward the prosperity, provision, and abundance that come from Him. The right doors will open. The right opportunities will come. The resources I need will be provided. Everything required for me to fulfill God's purpose for my life is being prepared at this very moment. I believe. I trust. And I receive this truth into my heart. If this prayer strengthened your faith, share it now with someone who may be struggling and in need of hope. And leave this simple but powerful declaration in the comments. I trust God's provision. Your comment may encourage someone else who is walking through a difficult season and help spread a message of faith, hope, and trust in the Lord. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video.